Hey, what's going on, guys? Phightins Final here. I'm Big Mike, aka Mike Lawyer. What's going on, guys? Phillies come back tonight, 4-3 win over those Colorado Rockies. We're gonna break it all down for you guys tonight. In this short period of time, I'm not going to try to stay on too long because I know we got steel steps getting ready to come up sooner. So, with that being said, whew, man, can they stop getting in these early holes? One inning. It's crazy. Uh, Noah has the rough first inning, gives up the 3-run bomb in the first inning to where's it at? I'm sorry, I had it right in front of me there for a second. Ryan McMahon homers. There you go. Oh, there's my producer extraordinaire and also fellow Phightins host, Big Al Safiri. What's going on, Al? But yeah, Mike McMahon goes deep. Start this game off. Noah looked a little rocky in the beginning. Actually kind of settled down. Didn't have the strikeout numbers that we're accustomed to seeing with Aaron Nola. But he only gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, and you know. So I mean, but the big telltale sign for me is he went 7 innings. The last 2 nights, man, or I should say the last 3 games, really, with the Phillies over the last 3 days, with Taijuan Walker in Chicago, Matt Strahm last night, and now Aaron Nola tonight, they're giving you quality innings, man. They really are. And I'll tell you what, Strahm had an awesome game last night. I only know he only went 5 2/3, but he had 11 strikeouts, 3 hits. I mean, God. Walters checking in says, thanks, Brad Hand. Or thanks, Bad Hand, for doing your continuing bad allegiance. Gave up the go-ahead run. Hey, it's nice to see Brady got his ring tonight, I would imagine. So, but hey, it was a big win for the Phillies. It gets them now to 9-11. So they're getting closer to catching up there to that really bad start that they had. And I think they're really going. I think they're really going to be able to go ahead and I think April's not going to finish out so bad as people thought. If they get to 500, man, God, look out. Schwarber's starting to hit again. Kind of another night for him. 2 for 4. What a low shot in the 7th, I believe. I'm sorry, but God, he's starting to come around a little bit. Castellanos. From looking at the stats here tonight, top of the lineup, Castellanos was 1 for 4 tonight. Nobody really stood out in our lineup, really, with the exception of Schwarber. Schwarber's the only one that had 2 hits. Everybody else had a hit. So, sorry about it. If you hear the sirens in the background, there's some police activity going on. I have to apologize for that. These things are where I'm at in Delco. They're loud. So, I always try to give a little heads up. They're not coming for me, but hey, they're a little loud. I can't control it. But, like I said, I'm sitting here looking like Brad Marsh was, 1 for 3 tonight. Real Muto was 1 for 3 tonight. So, I mean, you're taking a look, like they're starting to get hits throughout the lineup. Turner and Stott, surprisingly, was kind of quiet tonight. Both them. I'm sorry. No, Turner had a hit. Stott was 0 for 4 tonight. Trey Turner was 1 for 5. So, I mean, but the key tonight was Aaron Nola was kind of bad in the beginning. He kind of righted the ship a little bit, got down there, and he kind of straightened himself out. And good for him, man. And if we can get that, keep going forward now, I think it'll be a really, really tough series, I believe, for the Rockies. I mean, I know they took the first game. Tomorrow, I'm looking to see who's going for the Phillies tomorrow. Christopher Sanchez is going tomorrow against Kyle Freeland. That should be a pretty interesting matchup. Phillies kind of had Freeland's number a little bit. So I'm just looking at this right here. Like right now, man, the Phillies have the advantage in mostly all of the these games here. And Yeah, I mean, God, CJ Crone, right? Weren't we just talking about him when they went down? Okay. Who is this? Oinkin Sola. Well, I'll call you OA because I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Go Big Mike. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, definitely, man. They definitely. I can see them really starting to turn around, especially with they have the Rockies. Like I said, these next two games, tomorrow and Sunday. But they got a really good, underrated, good team coming in next week. You know, I'm looking. That Seattle team to me is very underrated. They kind of got off to a rough start though. They're like that whole West is kind of iffy. It's like the Rangers took off, and everybody else has been kind of OA says it's going to be a tough one. Yeah, I believe you're right there. But guys, I mean, looking back at tonight's game and just seeing how it was just the ebb and flow of two games. Like, Colorado jumps out early. You're probably thinking, oh, here we go again. Aaron Nola can't keep the ball in the yard. But he really did. He really settled down. And, Phillies got hits, and they got hits throughout the lineup. Granted, like I said, there was a lot of people that went 1 for 4 in the lineup. But if you're looking at it, I mean, God, the Phillies put up what? How many hits tonight? They put up 9 hits tonight. So, darn near everybody in the lineup, with the exception of Bryson Stott, who, by the way, if he's going to have an 0 for night, he's allowed to. Dude just has been raking since the season started. So, but we're going to give you a little recap here. Like I said, Ryan McLean homers to deep center field. Charlie Blackmon and Chris Bryant go up 3-0 here. There's our boy checking in, Sean Kilrain. What's going on, Sean? And that was in the top of the first. It would stay scoreless until the bottom of the fourth inning. Nick Castellanos would get aboard, and he would score. Well, what it looks like on a sac fly. It just says Castellanos scored. Jake Cade would single to shadow left center. Brad Morris would follow behind him, and it would be 3-2. And it would stay 3-2 from the bottom of the fourth all the way to the bottom of the seventh, when the aforementioned Kyle Schwarber would step to the plate and hit a shot to deep right field. And that was a laser. If you guys had a chance to see that during the game, that thing was on a rocket. Looked like it was going. And so he ties the game up in the bottom of the seventh. The very next inning, JT Realmuto gets aboard, and Mundo Sosa singles to left. The guy Profar traps it. JT comes around to score, giving the Phillies the eventual 4-1 win. Winning pitcher in this game was Sir Anthony Dominguez. He wins. Our former guy, Brad Hand, loses. And Jose Alvarado picks up the save. So that is your final from Citizens Bank Park. So I'm going to go around the league right now. But before I go around this beautiful league of ours, guys, make sure, if you run into some legal trouble, make sure you reach out to our guy, David R. Cherry. You can reach him at 610-565-0300 or at www.cherryinjurylaw.com for workers' compensation, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, or criminal law. Make sure you guys reach out to David R. Cherry and let him know the boys at EOP sent you. And guys, if you want to go to the game, or you want that certain concert that's coming this summer, or you're looking at maybe going to a theater show, make sure you hit up sherrystickets.com. Type in that beautiful promo code of EOP10 and save yourself a few bucks. You will save 10% off of your concert tickets, and there's no hidden prices. What you see there is what you get, my friends. And make sure you definitely do that. All right, Philly sports trips. As you can see here, the draft next week in Kansas City, next Thursday. Looks like you still may have a little bit of time left on that. I wouldn't think maybe a couple days, if that, to try to do that. Make sure you get over to phillysportstrips.com. They also have the Ultimate Philly Denver trip coming up here. Same weekend, May 13th to the 16th. You have both the Philadelphia Union, Colorado matchup, and also you have the Ultimate Baseball Denver trip for the Phillies and the Rockies. So you get to go out there and see two Philadelphia Denver matchups. I think it would be kind of cool to go see that. And again, guys, if you are in the Delco area, make sure you get out to Dolan's Bar. PJ's a great guy, as you see him right here. Make sure you get out there. They have Quizzo music, great times. Memorabilia giveaway, and you never know who you're going to see there, man. I'll tell you what, there is a wiffle ball thing coming up here over it. There you go. These are everybody who's going to be there right now that is signed on to be there Saturday, May 13th from 1 to 8. So make sure you guys get out there to Dolan's. And, of course, guys, I got to get it all in, but there you go. Draft week, there you go. Make sure you guys check out all our articles up on edgeofphillysports.com. Everything up leading up to the draft. So, guys, definitely do that. And I'll tell you what, man. But, getting back to this, we're going to head right now to the out-of-town scoreboard. And, boy, was it a ugly one in Chicago early this afternoon as the Cubbies rough up the LA Dodgers, winning 13-0. I don't know about you guys, but I did not see this one coming, especially with Urias on the mound for them. The Pirates continue to stay hot as they double up the Reds today, 4-2 in Pittsburgh this evening. The Rays, they come back and beat the White Sox. The White Sox were up in this game 7-5, I believe, going into the ninth inning. So it looks like they have come back. Baltimore edges out Detroit 2-1. It was the Blue Jays all over the Yankees 6-1. And those Houston Astros beat the Atlanta Braves 6-4. Miami and Cleveland were postponed due to the weather. And as of right now, top of the eighth, Rangers and Athletics A's, soon to be the Las Vegas A's. They are tied at 4 in the top of the eighth inning. Also now in the bottom of the eighth in Milwaukee, it is the Red Sox 5, the Brewers 3. The Nationals have taken a 3-2 lead in the top of the ninth over the Minnesota Twins. Looks like there's about, it's at the top of the ninth inning there. Kansas City is trailing the Los Angeles Angels in the bottom of the fourth, 2-0. Padres and Diamondbacks are scoreless. Cardinals and Mariners are scoreless, and also Mets and Giants are scoreless. All Padres, Diamondbacks are in the fourth. Mariners and Cardinals are in the second inning, and it is the bottom of the first in San Francisco. So there you have it, guys. There is your rundown for the evening. Tomorrow we will be it looks like Christopher Sanchez is getting ready to make his season debut for the Phillies. So with that being said, guys, I'm Big Mike. You can check me out Sunday morning along with Pat Bernard and Big Al Safiri. Make sure you check him out as well. I will see you Sunday morning. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow right after the game. It'll be my broadcast partner, Pat Bernard. He's on tomorrow, so he will be getting back to you guys right after that Phillies game. Hopefully it's another Phillies win. So this has been Phightins Finals, and I'm Big Mike. Have a good night.